can really help the Stars. I don't know if you remember, but last year with the Sharks, he took a puck off the chin and it went in the goal, and then in that same game, he took one off the nuts and it went in the goal. So I'm hoping he can duplicate that success.
One can only hope.
Rupe Hintz has looked good already. Heiskanen is just out there knocking suckers out.
And, real quick, NBA preseason is back and starts soon as well, so I'm excited for that also.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in just a minute. When we're done with hockey, we're going to move on to NBA.
All right.
So, you ready to move on to NBA now, or anything more you want to say about hockey?
Good for now. Like I said earlier, so.
All right. So, NBA starts back up in what, 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks from last night?
20.
Yeah, like the
23rd?
22nd.
Yeah. So, 2 weeks from last night, I think it was. Gonna be a good season for my Blazers. Yeah. Got ourselves Damian Lillard, big game Dame.
I have the Clippers this year.
Your Blazers now. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Sign your 1 year deal.
Yep. I signed my 1 year deal. I'm on a 2-way contract with an NBA team, the Blazers, and with a G League team, the New York Knicks.
Yep. Extending the fanship.
Yeah, I mean, from the Knicks, I'm not expecting much from the Knicks at all. I'm expecting Mitchell Robinson to finish taking that step to becoming a powerhouse in the NBA, because he's shown he can be. He's a monster. I need Knox to show that he can play consistent and not get hurt. I want to see how much energy Alonzo Trier can play with, because sometimes he plays with no energy at all and then he sucks. Other times he's pushing it up and down the court and he's flying fast and then he just fucking hits 6 shots in a row and he's your best player on the court. So what kind of player is he? We need to see his progression. Like I said, Knox and Mitch, we need to see progression from both of them. I mean, you'd like to see Marcus Morris do well because you just gave him a good contract. Elfrid Payton, you want to see a player like him perform up to his potential because you got him on the cheap. So he could be a good asset that you're not paying very much money to. RJ Barrett obviously needs to
take a hike.
No, he needs to score a lot of points without taking a lot of shots. Like in the NBA,
dunk him.
Unless you're Russell Westbrook, taking 50 shots a game isn't going to work. So, I don't know. I'm still very much not sold on RJ Barrett. And I'm very much sold on Mitchell Robinson. What do you think about that, Dan O'Shea?
I'm not sold on RJ. Preseason game 1, he looked solid. Certainly didn't look bad. Mitchell Robinson absolutely ball all in on. Apparently he's hitting 3-pointers now, so I'm hyped. But yeah, as you said, we got to see some growth from all of our key players here, and it should be an interesting season, though. The Knicks got lambasted for the moves they made this offseason, but as I said, I don't hate them.
Well, sorry to cut you off, but in my opinion, the biggest problems aren't with the moves they made, it's with the moves they didn't make.
Right, but you swing and miss on the main guy you want, so then you just regroup. I think, it could easily work out really well for them long term. And, right now we just got to play that waiting game. I know you are less than impressed, and I certainly was not as happy as I wished I could have been, but I'm willing to wait and see, because after they missed out on the big marquee moves, they didn't do like really dumb shit that the Knicks are prone to doing. So I am cautiously optimistic that they might, be turning it around a little bit.
I need to see what I need to see from the Knicks is I need to see that they can develop the young talent they have before they throw out, this whole, like, we're going to have a youth movement and, we're going to win the same way the 76ers have been, which is, a little bit of veteran leadership like J.J. Redick, but guys that you brought and developed like Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, who's finally hit a three-pointer.
That was cause for celebration around the league. That was like the three-pointer heard around the world.
Although, who are they playing against? Was that Guam?
I don't know who the Sixers were playing.
It was like the Guaching Tigers or something like that, right?
No, I think it was a preseason game.
No, I don't think they were playing an NBA team.
I'm pretty sure they were, because it was just like yesterday or whatever.
Yeah, let's go back and see. They were playing the Guangzhou Long Lions.
Were they really? It wasn't a real preseason game?
No, it wasn't a real preseason game. They beat the team 144-86.
Jesus. Even that team didn't respect his three and just were barely even guarding him, and that's when he threw it up, so that's funny. That would be something to monitor, because he's obviously very good at the things he does, but he was just not a threat from outside. If he becomes a shooting threat rather, then that would just open up his game, and he could easily become a superstar.
I mean, I think he, in my opinion, and you can feel free to disagree with me if you want, I think he's the closest thing the NBA has to a superstar that isn't a superstar. I feel like he's not a superstar yet, but you don't get any closer to being a superstar than the level he's at right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he's one of many that I would say are potentially on the cusp. He's certainly one of the most well known, but that's fame, but also infamy, because he's known for not having a shot at all. Another thing that was witnessed was Markelle Fultz taking a jumper and swishing it, so that is also something to watch with great interest. I'm sure Tony is feeling cautiously optimistic about those developments.
Oh, perhaps, but I don't know. I'm sure the Knicks are going to be terrible again this season, but mostly what I want to see is the NBA stop with this stupid fucking bullshit lottery system that, I understand they don't want to reward tanking, but you have legitimately bad teams who are trying that really need the help that are getting like the fucking 13th pick when they should be getting the 5th. So the lottery needs to be redone. It's not beneficial to anybody, and it's very much susceptible to fraud. All right, is fraud, tampering? Mm-hmm. What's the word I'm looking for? It's
embezzle.
No, not embezzle. Like, because you heard the theory about how the Knicks got Patrick Ewing, right?
The frozen envelope?
Yeah. So the theory is they froze the envelope, the Knicks envelope, when they were deciding who gets the first pick back in 86?
Oh, okay.
They froze the envelope, so when it was cold, he touched it, he knew it was the Knicks, pulled it, boom, Knicks get Patrick Ewing. So it's super susceptible to tampering.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. They need to do something, but there's always going to be accusations of tampering when, a team that seemingly was not going to be in the conversation at all, and especially this year just lost their franchise player, all of a sudden gets a new one. I'm certainly not happy with the way things shook out, but
I'm actually happy the Knicks didn't get the first pick, because I know that he's a freak athlete, but there's no way you can't take Zion Williamson with the first overall pick. But I don't think he's going to be as good as everyone else does. I'd rather have had Ja Morant, so I'd rather have had the second pick.
Yep. I agree with you, but that being said, Zion has already looked pretty good for a rookie, throwing down some monster jams, and has already posterized one victim.
Again, it's preseason. But
yeah.
We'll wait and see how he does against Draymond Green when he's stomping on Zion's nuts. But, around the rest of the NBA, again, Ben Simmons hit a fucking jump shot, and it was a three-pointer. And the fans and the team, after he hit that shot, just like celebrated on the court.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you saw it, Dan Beebe, but it was ridiculous. He just dribbles and dribbles and dribbles and dribbles,
puts it up,
and then takes two steps and puts up a three, and you could see like his teammates just like standing there watching it, and it goes in, and they just like throw their arms up and they jump, and he just hit a fucking Game 7 NBA Finals three-pointer to win the game.
Caliber shot.
And yet it's halftime against a Chinese basketball team that you're beating like 88-49 at that point.
God damn.
And they're acting like they just won the fucking NBA Finals.
Well, hey, man, it's like living the moment, I guess.
Yeah. Speaking of living the moment, this game needs to end so we can put AEW on.
No, 3 outs away. Let's see the biggest 13-run comeback ever.
Yeah. I was going to change it, but I'm like, nah, this is the 9th.
Yeah. If it was like, yeah, I get your...
One away.
Yep.
There we go. 1 down, 2 to go. This is not a save situation.
It's not.
But
no.
But good for them. Anyways, around the rest of the NBA, some teams are playing against the Guangzhou Long Lions. Some teams are playing against fucking New Zealand Breakers. But the Grizzlies had a hard time against those New Zealand Breakers. 108-94. The Sixers just thrashed the Chinese team. But what do you think about... Oh, now the Wizards are playing tonight. The fucking Guangzhou Long Lions. Wizards are beating them 74-46 at the half. Jesus Christ, man. Why? And then, like, okay, the Thunder play the New Zealand Breakers tomorrow. The Blazers are going to thrash the Maccabi Haifa tomorrow. Like, why are they playing these teams in the preseason? Like, what good is this going to do?
You know, it's for the NBA's brand. That's why they went so hard after the Rockets owner after he made that tweet critical of China's what should we call it, so we don't get censored, negotiations with Hong Kong.
You can say whatever the fuck it is you want to say. They're killing Hong Kong.
Yeah. No, I'm being facetious. China's in the wrong there. Not like we have to worry about these statements coming back.
If Dan O'Shea ends up missing, well, he already is, so...
Yeah.